Hello. Today we're going to talk about the paper piecing, and hopefully I can show you how to do it so that you're not totally confused. We're going to do the sturdy brick building, which is a simple one, but it's the last block. So maybe that's not helpful, but I think the instructions doing it will be easier than anything else. First, we're going to talk about the pattern. This is the paper piecing pattern, and you will need to copy these onto paper piecing paper. And So Downtown has two brands. They have C&T Publishing Simple Foundations, which is a translucent vellum, which is pretty see-through. And they have Carol Doakes Foundation, which is more on the newsprint style. They both do a good job, and they both tear off easily. When you are preparing the fabric for paper piecing, I like to decide what size pieces I'm going to need, and I prefer to cut strips. So for instance, the B pieces in this pattern are the windows, and if you take your measure, you take your ruler and measure the windows, they're all 1 inch wide. So if you cut 1.5 inch strips, you will easily cover the window. And I cut those along the length of the fabric, parallel to the selvage. That way they don't stretch as you sew them on. Then to figure out how many strips you need to measure the height of the windows. So this window is adding the 1/4 inch to either side is 2 3/8 inch. This one will be the same, and these are shorter. This one is 1 3/4. So if you take the 3 1 3/4 inch windows and add those up, that's how many strips you'll need, what length you'll need. I believe I ended up cutting 4 strips for the windows, and I cut them all 1.5 inches wide. Then the background are the C pieces, and I did the same thing to figure out what kind of piece I would need. Now, the units 1 and 2, the background pieces are crossways, also on unit 3. So I cut that directionally. The pieces C, 2 and 3 on unit 2 and 2 and 3 on unit 1 are vertical pieces, and I cut the fabric in that direction because the fabric we used for this block is somewhat directional. It isn't going to make a lot of difference if you don't cut them directionally, but if you're nitpicky like I am, I guess it will.